People have asked me about this billion-dollar use case that I dropped on Claude It's probably one of the only things I see that's useful right now. Anyways, it was inspired by a guy who ran up a net worth of $40 million. And it's actually, I was actually wrong. In his Twitter, it says 80 million now. Regardless, it's a lot from 20,000. He essentially does a strategy called social arbitrage. Long story short, you know that Wall Street is a bunch of, older gentlemen that are a little out of touch to what the kids are doing. Okay, what are the kids doing? Where are they? They're over here on TikTok. They're scrolling. Okay, there's all these brands, yada, yada. Okay, but if you're 20, 21, like you don't relate to Wall Street investors at all. Wall Street investors do not relate to you. They don't know what's going on in that world, but that world is the next generation that's going ahead and going to be blowing up these new companies. Okay, a good example of this is Abercrombie coming back. Nobody saw that coming, but then the chart went crazy. Okay, let's see actually what the chart is looking like. I'm just curious because this is just one example of many, but you can go Google the guy. His name is Chris Camillo. You can go check out their YouTube channel, Dumb Money. I've been watching this for a while, and they have been following this same methodology that I actually built a openclaw for. So I built an openclaw for it, and it essentially looks at TikTok for you and comes up with a ton of companies that could be bubbling right now. Could be. No, it's not going to just print you money. Of course not. Investing is way harder than that. But this guy right here ran up a net worth of $80 million. I was wrong. You can do your research. Don't believe me. Shit, don't even believe him. I don't care. If you read Market Wizards, which I hope you do, Jack Schwager, he does his own independent audits of people. Market Wizards, Chris Camillo. You should probably read this book because at the end of the day, ideas are everything. So I built an openclaw to execute his idea because I'm an algorithmic trader. Process I follow starts with R, research. How do you research? Books. The first book on this list, if you've actually been locked, if you've actually been following me, you should have read this book already. You should already know about Chris. But if you didn't, that's okay. Now you know. And I got a openclaw that works for me 24/7, 365. That is essentially searching for those trends. So I want to give you a full tutorial here. You can see she is cooking social arbitrage. Let's go ahead and say, can you go ahead and give me a 3-sentence overview of this TikTok process that we are doing, searching for trends, etc. Thank you. Just to get you fully up to speed here, then I'm going to give you all the code. There's actually something funny about the code. Okay, this is openclaw on a different computer, by the way. TikTok social arbitrage overview. You're running an automated TikTok trend scanner every 5 minutes. So we're scanning for trends. We're scrolling through TikTok. Remember, we're investors. We're not in that generation. Maybe you are, but I'm not. I'm 36 years old. I didn't learn to code until I was 30. I think Chris Camillo is like 40, 50. I don't know. But he ran it up off this strategy. So I'm just building AIs based off of ideas that I come up with. Remember, the process of automating your trading starts with R, research. You have to come up with great ideas. Nobody's going to feed you anything, dude. This is war. And you backtest those ideas, see if they work in the past. Now, obviously, this type of idea where you're scrolling through TikTok, coming up with brands and then picking the very few that you think are actually good, it's hard to backtest, right? But we all have all the excuses in the world. How did I backtest this? I watched this dude do this for 5 more years after he talked about doing it for 10 years. And then I put it into an AI. Let's get it. I'm going to give you all the code. You can see it just sits here and it has the dashboard just cooking. Just adding all the new ideas here all day. I'm going to give you all the code. Don't worry. openclaw. You're running an automated TikTok trend scanner that hunts for emerging viral content and brand opportunities by tracking new view velocity and engagement patterns. It identifies videos and trends gaining momentum quickly, captures 5+ data points to establish a reliable signal, and surfaces high potential opportunities that could be monetized or leveraged. Could be, dude. It's not spoon fed. Could be, or leveraged across your other platforms. The goal is to catch trends before they saturate. Okay, so go ahead and make sure that the GitHub has all of the code here. Make sure it's all uploaded. You should have connection to your own GitHub already. And make sure the README is step by step so I could teach my friend how to build this exact openclaw flow. Thank you. You can see in the background, she's on TikTok, dude. She's TikToking right now. She's TikToking. I have an AI TikToking right now while you're scrolling right now. Step on the gas, B. This is war. Let me check the scripts directory to see what automations exist. Now I'll create a comprehensive step-by-step README. This is openclaw on a different computer cooking. She's cooking. Here's the API key and all that good stuff, bro. Thank you, Kenny. Okay, let's get it. Okay, look at these. Look at these. Let me go ahead and explain it to you, dude. Uh-oh. She went ahead and she got ghost on me. I'll run the scanner. She's running the scanner now. Let's see if she put it on her GitHub. Let's see. GitHub.com. Okay, repos. Dev social arbitrage here. 2 days ago, she didn't upload it. Yeah, now. Okay, let's go over it. Okay, this is the full tutorial, dude. So if you want to know how to build this, there's something funny about this. Let's go here. Let's go to scripts. MD. If you're a coder, have you seen code yet? I haven't seen code yet. Experiments. I'm running some experiments. I'm testing different things. I'll go over that after. Okay, we're going to go deep here. We're going to go fast as well. So I'm not slowing down. I'm sorry. You can't keep up. If you can't keep up, you can't keep up. This is war. Literally trading. You are trying to take money from me. I'm trying to take money from you. We are traders, dude. Nothing's plug and play. Moondev, social arbitrage bot, TikTok trend scanning, plus Twitter alpha scanner. By the way, did you see any code? There's no code. You got a little JS. Okay. You got a little JS. Here's the code for the JS. This is the Twitter alpha scanner here. You can see Twitter alpha scanner scans following timeline for engagement. Just screenshot it. You can throw it to your AI. Do whatever you need to do, dude. Initialize DB if needed. Okay. So here you go. We can see we are using a database here. We're parsing engagement from this is actually Twitter alpha. So actually, I'm not even going to show you that. F that. That doesn't matter because this is Twitter alpha. I'm also having her search Twitter, but let's keep it focused here. TikTok trend scanning and Twitter alpha scanner. Come on, bro. You added both of these together. That's fine. OpenClaw autonomous flow that scans TikTok and Twitter 24/7, finding trends and stocks. I'm giving you more than what you even wanted, dude. You wanted the TikTok. I'm giving you both. What it does, scans TikTok's at For You page every 5 minutes for rotating keywords, monitors Twitter and X following feed for high engagement posts, 100+ likes, extracts brands, tickers, companies, and engagement metrics, stores findings in a JSON or CSV, reports signals via cron jobs. That's the key. They're just cron jobs.
Anything we could think is real. And if it's not, we could create it. See, that's the gift we were given. To evolve, advance, create. I create my own world.
Data dogs? I'm the real data dog. Let's get it. Data dog synthetics. What the hell? What's included? Okay, so this is the structure. Again, you can screenshot whatever you need to screenshot. You can see I added in the Twitter engagement to this. So now you have TikTok and Twitter. A little bonus because you stuck around for 10 minutes. You don't have brain rot like the rest of the kids out there that want plug and play, get rich overnight. You ain't gonna get rich overnight, dude. I'm competing with you. Let's get it. I'm just nicer than the rest. I believe code's a great equalizer. If I show everything, you might build something. You might learn how to code. You might change your life. Step-by-step build. Prereqs. You need openclaw installed. Okay. You need Node.js. Okay. You need the automation, browser automation capability. That should be easy. A local workspace. Okay, perfect. You want to check your setup, yada, yada. Clone the repo. No, there's no cloning. I'm not going to put this repo out. Why am I do that? Why am I do that? This is war. If you can't keep up, you can't keep up. I'm giving you everything here. Lock in 10 minutes, dude. Stop scrolling. Let the AI scroll for you. If you can't sit through 10 more minutes here, you can't have this. I'm sorry. Or manually create the folder. I don't do open source. I'm sorry, dude. I'll show you everything, but that's only for killers. Because if you're actually gonna lock in for these videos, I want to be around you. If you need to copy paste my code, get Ghost. Verify file structure. Make sure all of these files are here. Okay, you're gonna be able to have those. I'll send them to you. I'll show them to you. I'm not gonna send them to you. Set up the dashboard server. The dashboard server, I put it on 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't matter. You can see there's a nice dashboard to it. So I'll show you the dashboard. I already did, but let's go see if we can show it again. Dashboard's looking a little like this. My question is where is the code for the dashboard? Is the code for the social arbitrage dashboard in the GitHub? The one that is here. This one's fire, dude. This is fire. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. If not, make sure it is. Okay. So let's keep going through the GitHubs here. Option B, background services. Okay. Set up the cron jobs. So I'm assuming you're going to use openclaw for this. So you literally just need these, like the push, like how I built it, right? You don't need me to walk through all the code. Set up via openclaw. You can see a little cron job here. Scan TikTok for you page. Use the Anthropic. I pushed it to 4.5 Haiku. I think I'm using Haiku 4.5 as we speak. For the openclaw stuff because I actually got a job to do. I need my opus, bro. I need my opus. So that was kind of my thesis though. Haiku is going to be fine for a lot of this stuff. You can try what you want. Prior, I was using Opus 4.5, but I am hitting the weekly limits and it's Monday. I don't know when those reset. Try what you'd like there. My thesis though, or I might try to prove that out today, but essentially right now, it's very hard to use openclaw without Claude. Now you can test it out yourself, but here you can see this is some code, but it's just ran here. Job B, Twitter Alpha Scanner. If you want this as well, so I'm also scanning through Twitter to find Alpha as well. Identify posts with 100 plus likes. Some sort of signal might be there. I'll see new trends. You see what I'm saying? As I am an algorithmic trader, it all comes down to R for me because my infrastructure is thick at this point. I've got the B and the I down. I can do these things so easily that it's all about R. It's all about ideas for me. So that's why I share everything in reality, because if I share everything, I'm going to get everybody's opinion on it. And that's going to trigger new ideas for me. So since the system that I follow every day, the process of automating your trading, it starts with research. So it starts with ideas. I've given you all my books. I've given you all my sources for papers. If I share everything with you, you're going to give me ideas back. Just by saying a word, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. I can pull ideas and learn from anyone. The R is the secret to algorithmic trading once you are in the game, because once you're in the game, backtesting and implementing, I've got templates for this. I actually give you a template here, which is crazy. moondev.com/roadmap if you do want this roadmap. Let's keep going through this. You can see connect browser for automation. For the bots, you're going to have to sign in to TikTok. Some of you are going to be too scared to do that, and that is fine. You're going to have to sign into Twitter. Just got to ask openclaw, say, hey, open up a page to let me sign into my TikTok and Twitter. If you got the cojones, if you don't, it's okay. Verification, openclaw status here, run a test. Okay. You know, this is just some slop for the AI. This is what you really need. Start the dashboard. So it does have the dashboard, it says, but where I'm confused about is where's the code to that dashboard? Because I want to get you that. Monitor and optimize. Okay. So these are just literally instructions for openclaw. Top signals found. Okay. So these are just some top signals they found so far. And then here's some troubleshooting that your AI might use. Okay, agents.md, daily cron job configurations, instructions, brands. Let's see if she said anything back. This is a poor part of openclaw, in my opinion. How it doesn't have like a good chat. Hey, so yeah, could you just let me know about that code? Is there actually code in the TikTok, Twitter, scanner, alpha, GitHub, or is it just cron jobs? Yeah, if you can upload the code for the dashboard specifically, that's what I'm looking for. Trying to show a friend. I'm trying to show a friend. A frenemy. I'm trying to show a frenemy, dude. That's it. I'm trying to show a frenemy. Let what? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, Cracker. Let's go. Lock in. It's time. All right. So, yep, there's full working code here, but not just cron jobs. Let me upload. Okay, there we go. I was going to say there's definitely some code to this. I'm giving you the dashboard and all that good stuff. So, spending a little time here because you guys want it, and I'm not going to just drop the code in GitHub. Again, I've tried open source. Nobody steps on the gas like me, so nobody really, I don't know. It doesn't live up to my expectations. I thought open source stepped on the gas way harder than they do. They don't. Let's get it. Let's do closed source and see who gets to Jim Simons first. How about that? I'll show you everything along the way because I do believe code's a great equalizer. And I do believe if you give, you get 10,000x back. Yes, there's a real code here. So server.js, okay, you're going to need that. You're going to need dashboard index, okay. To show your friend, start the server, open the browser. They'll see real dashboard files. Just make sure all the code is uploaded on the GitHub now. Okay, so we got this. We'll go over. We've got actually a few things to go over, but I want to give you the full capacity of what I know so you can build your own ideas. Obviously, your system is going to be better than mine. I started this. I built it version 0. I've updated it one time. I can't wait to see what you do with it. You see how I do this, dude. I test all types of ideas. I'm chasing a man that ran up a net worth of $31 billion. I have to test everything. And then I pick which one do I want to follow deeper. And that's how I've always ran my life and my business, everything. Dude, I don't know anything. I start from a position of not knowing anything. I try to read everything. I learn everything. Then I test everything I can think of. And then I can't think of anything. So I find a way to think of more. Thank you for engaging and throwing your ideas and your questions, because I learn from your questions. I learn from your comments. It's so, so beautiful. Much love to you, 777. So all the code is here. So it's on Moondev Cracker, Moondev Social Arb. You got the server JS. Okay, perfect. Twitter Alpha JS, dashboard, README, agents.md. Okay, so we're going to keep going through here then. You saw everything on the README here. And now I want to give you the other files that we do see are useful. So data, experiments, scripts. Let's get agents open. Let's get dashboard open, server.js open, and then Twitter Alpha open. And then anything in experiments, probably not. And cron jobs, we'll go ahead and go through these cron jobs real quick. So this is a TikTok social cron job. Every 5 minutes, open TikTok, scroll through 5 to 10 videos, brand detection criteria. So I have different captions and hashtags that were dropped by Dumb Money. Appreciate them. And then I expanded on them a little bit. You can see investable check. Is it publicly traded? Note ticker. Okay. Private but owned. Okay. It's not.
No, it's what's called machine learning. So you find things that are predictive. You might guess, oh, such and such should be predictive, might be predictive, and you test it out in the computer, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You test it out on long-term historical data and price data and other things, and then you add to the system this if it works, and if it doesn't, you throw it out. So there aren't elaborate equations, at least not for.
That was the $31 billion man, by the way. He said there's nothing elaborate around here. You just have to step on the gas and come up with ideas and test to see if they worked in the past. If they work in the past, they're much more likely to work in the future. Literally the RBI system, I just simplified it. So it comes down to ideas. So this dashboard is going to give you ideas. And maybe 1 out of 100 are actually a good idea. You still got to be a grown up, dude. This is war. You still gotta make the connections. But look at this. This is pretty cool. It sees if it's a publicly traded company, it notes the ticker. If it's private but owned by a public company, it notes the parent. Anthropic, kind of Amazon. Could go public soon. Note as pre-IPO. That's interesting. Having pre-IPOs, okay. And it's putting it all here on the dashboard once you're done with this video here. No investment path. It will skip, but you can change this. And then confidence scoring, everybody's is going to be different. It's part of the reason I don't just drop code. I want everybody's to be different. We need everybody's to be different. We need to research different angles. This is my version 0. Why would you want to just copy somebody's version? I want to teach you how to fish for the rest of your life. So let's get it. You can see confidence scoring. So we're scoring them based off of confidence. And then we're pushing to GitHub. Okay, so what else is in this scripts folder? We did monitors, instructions. Okay, cron config.md. So TikTok social arbitrage, cron configuration, how it works. Essentially, it's just opening the TikTok and then rotating through these cron jobs. This is alpha right here, keyword rotation. These keywords are the things that change your For You page. These are the things that if you start searching these every day, these are the things that are like sold out everywhere. That could lead to a signal. They keep selling out. That could lead to a signal. Restock alert. That could lead to a signal. You have 2 options. You can go and search this on your phone right now all day long, or build a openclaw like this. It just does that and searches these searches and sees the demand for, DTC brands or retail demand, et cetera, et cetera. Data schema here. And there's so much to update. I'm actually getting very excited going through this. So you can see everything to replicate this and take it to the next level, dude. Please, please, please take it to the next level. Take it to the next level. I'm giving you everything. Sample cron job prompt. This is what the openclaw cron job sends. What happens each cycle, essentially, yeah, I'm not going to read all that, but you can read it. And example output here. Okay, so you've seen all the scripts here in the scripts folder. Let's just dive into these last 3 things and see if there's anything else that you have clarification needed on. Let me know in the chat. So agents.md, TikTok social arbitrage agent, what it does, scans TikTok every 5 minutes. Here's a little bit of code for the cron job. You can see it's grabbing the agent's instructions. I'll give you that as that's this. For each cycle, it goes ahead and reads this. You can see there's actually no .py files or .jsons or JSs, which is fine. There's one, but get current keyword here, gets the keyword. Again, the keyword that I showed you just a second ago, that's pure alpha. If you didn't screenshot that, you're cooked. Search TikTok, use browser tool. Okay, so we're using a browser tool to just search TikTok. You can see this is not heavy AI. It's not heavy AI, dude. It's not. Extract all visible videos, but the only reason this is doable is because of openclaw able to be AI to control your computer, right? So I think it's pretty fire. I think this is a pretty fire tool that I'm just dropping for free here. So much love to you. Just throw a 777 in the chat when you see me, dude. You can see the keywords here rotating. So you can take this to a whole nother level. I have a list of 30 more keywords. Come on, let's get it. These might not even be good keywords. Let's get it. You can do this, dude. You can do anything that they can do, but you can do it better. Anything that I can do, you can do it way better. Ticker guessing symbols or guessing rules. When you see a brand match to the public company. So giving an example here, high confidence, medium confidence based off of, okay, they see Adidas, it might be that. They see Nike or Jordan, it might be Nike. Starbucks, it might be Starbucks, S-Bucks. File structure here, you can see that. And then here's the experiment system. Always log active experiments, CSV. So I go ahead and just run different experiments. I've only run 2, to be honest. I showed you the first one, and then I did a second one. And I just like to test the experiments to see what gets the best alpha. Again, this is version 0, version 1, whatever you want to call it. CSV schema here. So I'm tracking all of this stuff here in order to get the ticker guess, because the ticker guess will power this. All of this CSV tracking is powering that. So, and then example scan output. This is what we're going to see. It scans and outputs it every few minutes here onto openclaw. So she's probably outputted something here. Oh, she's having some problem with the Twitter part, but I think the real alpha here is the TikTok part, and that's what we came for. I can fix that here in a second. So tips, always filter by this week. So this is a key. I like new videos, but that could be wrong. You know, go deep, 200 videos per scan. Why this week filter matters. Videos from months ago still appear in search. They're old. They went viral a long time ago. Okay, let's see if there's any other files I want to show you here. Code overview for the social arb, the stack here. You can see JSON. We use the server.js. We add all the data to this data folder here. The dashboard UI. The dashboard UI is under dashboard.index.html. I'll go ahead and try to find that, but I didn't see it actually. So vanilla JavaScript here. No frameworks. Server API, server.js. I'll show you that in a second. How it works, it goes on port 3456. You can change that to whatever that you want. Then the Twitter scanner, I'm not even going to go over that because this is just too much code here. And I've shown you enough. I think you get the point. Use Claude to build this, dude. Use Claude, openclaw. Don't use any other AI. Dude, we're not open AI guys anymore. We're not. I used to be, but not anymore. So Claude. Okay, so here's the server.js, just so you can see it really quickly. A lot of code here that might be useful for speeding up your thing, but also it was written by AI. So I think the important part that I showed you today were the keywords and the setup of how this works. You can see it's very low code. So this is the Twitter alpha scanner.js as well. Very low code. And I want to find the dashboard for you if I can, but if I can't, I'm sure you can build your own dashboard, because at the end of the day, that dashboard is based off of all of the other stuff I showed you, how it saves the cron job to the CSV. And if this stuff just doesn't make sense to you, then you're cooked. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm kidding, dude. I'm kidding. You're not cooked. I didn't learn how to code till I was 30 either. You're cooked if you're like 22 thinking you're too late. That's when you're cooked. And I know one of you is 22 thinking you're too late. So you could build anything, dude. Let's go ahead and see if I can find this dashboard for you. But if I can't, then it's all good. You can find it, dude. You can build it. Much love to you. Have fun.